Yo, what is up everyone? My name is Nick Soriano from Phantasma Magic, and you guys are in for a treat today. I hopped on a Skype call with Shin Lim to ask him a few questions about his performances, what he's been doing, how he feels when he performs, a bunch of really good stuff, so I'm excited for you guys to see it. But make sure you stay tuned till the end of the video, because there's a giveaway going on, and you guys aren't gonna wanna miss it. Before we hop into these questions, it's very important you guys know that Shin Lim is gonna be lecturing at Phantasma Magic June 30th in New York. But don't worry, if you're not in the New York area, there's gonna be live lecture tickets that you guys can get. I will link that right down below, the first link, so you guys can go pick up those live lecture tickets and make sure not to miss it. But if you're in the New York area, make sure to stop by because there's also gonna be a meet and greet and of course the lecture as well. So let's jump right into these questions and I'll talk to you guys at the end so you guys can enter into this awesome giveaway. Let's get into it. Hey guys, what is up? I am here with Shin Lim. Shin Lim, how you doing, man? We're gonna ask some questions. I have some questions for you. So number one, let's start off with who is your magic mentor, and which magicians have really like influenced your your style and technique?
Never really had a mentor, I guess. I think I had just multiple sources of learning, whether it be DVDs or YouTube or some books that I read. Yeah, I wouldn't say I had like a single mentor. Okay. You know, 'cause, in the Boston area, there's just really not that many magicians. So, yeah, I just can't really think of that many besides David Oliver and like a couple others. But okay. Mentor-wise, like I know in Vegas there's like Jeff McBride. I mean, New York there's just so many magicians there, but like in Boston there's really nobody. So it was hard for me to like join a magic club. Yeah. And then like try to find a mentor there because like the IBM circles or the SAM, the magicians there just weren't into the same kind of magic that I was. They were more into like old school type stuff. I don't know. They just yeah.
When was the first time you competed in a magic contest, and what was your first reward?
My very first magic competition, I got second place. It was at the IBM convention in Tennessee at the I think it was in 2011 or something like that. It was a really long time. Yeah, or 2010. Anyways, I was like 17, and my parents brought me into the competition, hoping that like I would lose. I would like lose my interest in magic because my mom was like, "What the hell is he doing? Magic tricks with cards? Yeah. Like, is that like?" She thought that was so stupid. So like, and she's like, "How could you ever make money doing?" So she took me to like the IBM. It was the international competition, so it was pretty big. I was going up against a lot of international like magicians and stuff like that. Turns out I was pretty good, so they gave me second. And then yeah, that's how it started, really.
That's great, dude. That's an awesome story. What awards have you won, and which means the most to you?
Well, the one that means the most to me is definitely FISM. Which awards have I won? A lot. Yeah. I guess I can name the ones I got first place in. So IBM 2014, IBM 2015, the World Magic Seminar. That doesn't really that's not a convention anymore, but it was created by Siegfried and Roy, I believe, and then funded by Lance Burton. I think I might be getting it wrong, but that I won first place in as well. And then FISM, yeah, FISM.
Awesome. So, what did you do to prepare for Penn and Teller, and did you initially think you fooled them?
You know, going into Penn and Teller, I never really had the intention of fooling them. I actually, like, I told myself in my head, I was like, this act's not gonna fool them because I don't know. It's just not. It's not one of those like acts where I just felt like it wasn't gonna fool them. Like I just wanted to entertain them, and I wanted them to like appreciate my take on it. I feel like my magic's more of like an artistic take on magic rather than like trying to just fool people. So I just kind of went in there hoping that they would just appreciate it and they would just say nice things about it. I had no idea that they were gonna say that they were fooled. And getting into it, I just practiced a lot. And when I mean practice, I meant I just practiced in front of like friends and random people, my parents' friends, my brother's friends. I would always find every opportunity to practice in front of like real people because that helps a lot. Even if you're doing gigs and stuff, like to be able to practice it every day in front of somebody, it really helps like just your confidence in front of like when it comes to going on TV and stuff like that. Yeah.
Was it like hard, I guess, because a lot of your act is timed to the music. Was it hard? Did you find you passed your mark, or was it really difficult to sync up to the music?
No, I think that's part of the initial practicing process. So
Okay.
the first 3 months of creating an act, that is the hard part. But once you've done that already, then the hard part is really trying to see how you can connect it with the audience. That's the tough part that I have for my acts,
Mhm.
because it doesn't really have much talking in it. It's just all to music. So that's the hard part. Also, angles is another one, and so all of those different things come into play when you're doing it for a live audience. And even for like America's Got Talent, same exact thing. Any person that I could practice in front of, I could. And the act that I did on AGT was a brand new act, so I hadn't performed it anywhere, and I wasn't performing it at gigs, so I had to just do it to as many like friends and family as I could, in order to get it just out of, so that I was like comfortable in front of the camera.
Exactly, and that's actually a perfect segue into the next question, and it's what has been your experience so far in America's Got Talent?
Stressful.
Oh, I bet.
That's what everyone's word is, right? Yeah. It's stressful. And I don't know anyone who's done AGT before. It's like, I knew it coming in. I mean, I've heard so many stories from my friends already, so I knew kind of how they worked and how like last minute they are about everything. Not just, this isn't just acts. It's like, this is like everything. Just getting back to you and stuff like that can be very last minute, so it can be quite stressful for some people. So if you are planning on AGT, just be prepared, be ready for a roller coaster ride.
So were you more nervous on Penn and Teller or America's Got Talent?
Definitely Penn and Teller.
Really?
Yeah, because performing in front of judges, I mean in front of Penn and Teller, because they're magicians, right?
Yeah.
So it's kind of like, I feel like they know what I'm doing, and like, and when I was performing at Penn and Teller, I actually didn't have my contacts in. So I couldn't see the reaction of Penn and Teller's faces. So I didn't know whether they were like either fooled or whether they were like giving, whatever their expression was. I didn't know. So that made me a little bit nervous. Whereas in AGT, I could see their expressions. I had contacts and they were being fooled. So I was like, okay, yeah, I'm good.
What is your feeling stepping off stage? Like, because I know a lot of people talk about it, of how it's like this big, just adrenaline dump after you step off the stage and it's all done with. What was that like, stepping off the stage like after you fooled Penn and Teller?
Yeah, wow, Penn and Teller was felt like a dream. I fooled them. Like I literally had no, like, it just went by so quickly, And I think that's what it's like for a lot of people. It just goes by really, really fast, and you don't know whether you performed it correctly because it just went by so quickly. So you're like, oh man, did I actually flash at this part? Whereas now it's I mean, I've done so many TV shows now, so I'm just like, so I actually remember, and it doesn't go by quickly. Now I actually know every step, and I'm kind of in the moment and pretty comfortable, even if I'm doing like a new act or something like that. So AGT was pretty. I wasn't too nervous for that. I was like, it was it felt good.
Awesome. What new tricks and decks do you have in the works, if you're allowed to say?
The White Regalia is coming out, and it's going to be released for the first time in Phantasma.
Hey.
And then it'll be released worldwide for pre-orders on July 4th. So that is the current deck that's coming out, and I'm super excited for it.
Dude, the trailer, oh my, so good. Like, dude, the way you filmed that, it was freaking prime. Like, so good.
Yeah, I shot in my living room finally, because Casey, my fiance, she finally cleaned up my house. Thank you. Because it was a mess. You have no idea. Like, it was a huge mess before she came over. So like, there were just cards everywhere. But now it's like an actual house. Like, she cleaned up the room. It looks like an actual room now. And so now I can like film places without like having to avoid cards.
Do you think you will ever do an act with your fiance assisting?
Ooh. That's a good question. Maybe. I don't know. Close to Magic's like it's so hard to have someone else included. But I do have an illusion act that I used to do, but it's the act that cut my hand actually. So I don't do it anymore. But that one does use a dancer, so maybe. I don't know. She doesn't trust me. So. She knows how sloppy I am with everything. So.
Will you be teaching anything new in your Phantasma lecture?
I think yes, actually. I made some changes to 52 Shades. So if you had seen me lecture that before, you're going to see some new twists on it, on the black art, and some twists on the vanishing of the black art cards, as well as just the routine of it, and the music also changed. I made all these changes for America's Got Talent. So
awesome.
If I make it to the next rounds, you'll see these changes.
Yeah. Awesome, dude. I can't wait. So where would you like to be in 5 years from now?
Hopefully my own theater. That would be sick. I think that's every like magician's dream, is to like have a residency, you know, and like to be able to have their own show would be so cool. Like I that's what I always dreamed of when I first started magic. I was like, that would be like, if I could be like Copperfield, that would be like my dream thing. And yeah, hopefully that can happen. I mean, that's kind of a big dream to have, but yeah.
Well, dude, that is a perfect place to end it. Jin, I can't wait to see your lecture, number one. I can't wait to see what you do in the future. I just can't wait. I can't wait for America's Got Talent. You're killing it. Keep killing it. And yeah, so if you guys want to see Shin, the 30th at Phantasma, you guys will be able to tune in for the live lecture online.
And there's a meet and greet as well from 1 to 4. So you can come over, say hi, and maybe I'll sign some pictures, sign your shirts or whatever.
Shin, thank you so much again. And see you guys on the 30th. All right, guys, so that was the little interview with the questions, but I didn't forget, we got to get into the giveaway. Here on the YouTube channel, we are giving away a Black Regalia deck signed by Shin Lim. So you're not only getting just a super limited, awesome Black Regalia deck, but you're also getting Shin Lim's signature. So to enter this giveaway, it is super simple. All you have to do is make sure you like this video. Obviously you're subscribed, but you also have to have those post notifications turned on. So a little bell icon next to the subscribe button, make sure to turn those on so you guys get notified as soon as we post a video here on the Phantasma YouTube channel. But also make sure you comment down below why you want this deck. So that's it. You just like, make sure you subscribe, notifications are turned on, and you have to comment down below why you want this deck. Also, we're doing a giveaway right now on the Phantasma Magic Instagram. So if you want to double your chances, head to the Instagram and enter that giveaway as well. I'm super excited. Make sure you guys enter the giveaways to better your chances to win. And that's basically it. Stay tuned for the live lecture on the 30th. If you're gonna be there, I'll see you there. But if you're not, make sure to join in to the live lecture online and get your tickets right now. Links down below. I will see you guys soon. Peace out and have a good day.